It's beginning to look a lot like Tuesday. See, we can do musical introductions.
It was flawless.
Thanks, mate.
1 second.
Where you going, mate?
With the
here we go.
1, 2, 3.
It's beginning to look a lot like Tuesday. I thought you were going to sing Stacey's mom then for some reason.
And I tried to look proper there by putting my
look at
fingers
it.
in a position, but...
Here's Wonderwall. Here's some news. A WWE star has signed a new multi-year deal. A huge match has been set for Elimination Chamber, and a Raw star returned from injury last night. Find out who in a little while. I see you in the office sometimes, Adam, staring out the window, little tear rolling down your eye, pondering to yourself, oh, you don't think I see you, but I do, pondering to yourself, what will happen to Shelton Benjamin at the end of his current deal with WWE? Fret not. I've got really cold hands this morning.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Fret not. I don't know what's going on.
Still a little bit clammy though.
Yeah, that's something different. Fret not,
Like a
Mom.
cold sausage.
Thanks, mate. Fret not,
Cold,
Mom.
greasy sausage. Fret not.
Fret not, my petit
Cold, greasy,
filou.
smelly sausage.
You leave my cold, greasy, smelly sausage alone. Fret not, mon petit filou.
Come on.
Shelton Benjamin has re-signed with the WWE.
Yeah, wonderful stuff. Shelton Benjamin signing a new multi-year deal. He confirmed this on Lillian Garcia's podcast, saying, yes, I just re-signed another multi-year deal with WWE, so I'll be here for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's somebody that's very difficult to get excited by, but I remember when he was re-signed by WWE, like when he came back, I was really buzzing.
Felt like a thing.
When he's been on TV, he's had these odd little moments of brilliance. I'm thinking back to Raw, a few months ago now, where him and Heyman were, Ray and Heyman were having a bit of an exchange, and then out comes Shelton Benjamin. He ended up getting knackered by Cain Velasquez, but the time that he was in the ring, I was like, oh man, this guy can actually talk, can't he?
Yeah.
It's a weird one, because when he came back, they did no decent job of introducing him to an audience who may be unfamiliar with him. If you watch Shelton Benjamin, you remember, oh God, he had that match with Shawn Michaels, didn't he? He got his head kicked off. Amazing, right? That's cool, and you're probably a bit excited. But for everyone else, he's just this bloke. Who is he?
Just a bloke, yeah. I'm old enough and ugly enough to remember first time round with Shelton Benjamin, and he genuinely felt like a big deal. They were part of the world's greatest tag team, like Kurt Angle's understudy, that aforementioned match with Shawn Michaels, multiple quality matches. I seem to remember him pinning Triple H in 2004. I was like, what's going on? And then the Mama Benjamin thing happened.
Yeah.
And he since he's come back, I don't feel like he's had that full traction. But the world's very different to the one that he was in before, in the sense that we are living in a time of much larger rosters and people sort of pushing to find their way. He didn't so much need to do that in like 03 and 04 when the rosters were a little bit leaner. Like he cut through a lot easier. But I thought maybe putting him with Chad Gable was going to be an interesting development.
Why did they not do that? Two guys who need something right now as well.
Yeah, they just got bored, didn't they? Which is such a shame.
They'd be such a good tag team together. The vet and the young guy.
It writes itself.
Yeah, it's really easy, isn't it? It's really... Yeah, I don't know. I like Shelton Benjamin an awful lot, and this is realistically, if they sign him to a new multi-year deal, it's probably one of these 5-year ones.
Yeah,
that they seem to be tying everyone down to right now. But I just don't expect to see them use him.
I think you're right. I don't think he will get
the Money in the Bank spots. The Money in the Bank spot's so good.
He was to Money in the Bank what Kofi Kingston was to the Royal Rumble for a long time. Like you bring him in because you know he'd do something redonkulous off one of the ladders. But it's
what was it? The run up the ladder, and then was it pay dirt down?
You know when you're good when a move that you do becomes canon in a wrestling game. Like because of Shelton Benjamin's running up the ladder malarkey, you can now do that in the wrestling games as well as clip through the floor. But you can run up the ladder in a wrestling game because of Shouty B. I genuinely believe that he will have a job for life with WWE if he so wants it.
Well, go and transition to a trainer or something.
Yeah, trainer, producer. He's got a lot to offer the company, and I think like I wouldn't be surprised if this is the last in-ring deal that he signs for the next 5 years, and then he transitions into being like a backstage producer or something of that ilk.
Give him the IC title. One more title reign, but let the audience know who he is first, please.
Yeah, remind the audience of who he is and give him a belt.
And a mama. And
not the mama again. Not the mama. So on Raw last night, if you've not seen it, tiny spoilers, kind of. I'm going to wear my spoiler chicken at half-mast. for this one. It was revealed that we have ourselves a women's #1 contender elimination chamber match happening at Elimination Chamber.
Who'd have thunk it?
Who'd have thunk it?
That's right. Whoever wins this will go on to challenge Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. And the participants are Asuka, maybe. Natalia, maybe not. Liv Morgan, definitely not. Ruby Riott, ooh, be anti it, but no. Sarah Logan, definitely not. And Shayna Baszler. Oh!
See you at WrestleMania.
Yeah, there you go, there's your match.
They basically just set up a gauntlet for Baszler. With the only possible threat here is Asuka.
Yeah.
I mean, we could probably book this now, can't we? So Baszler wipes out everybody, comes down to her and Asuka. There we go. See you at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that is literally it, isn't it?
I am fine with this. And we talked in the last video about introducing Shelton Benjamin to the audience again. This match will introduce Shayna Baszler to maybe a non-NXT audience properly. To go, this is because obviously we all know who Shayna Baszler is.
She's that one what bites people.
She's that one what doesn't bite that time. But the casual audience only know her for that. They don't know actually this is like a wrestling menace. So to put her in a match where, I mean, I'm looking at a lot of these, it's just meat for Baszler to chew down on. And it's just going to showcase Shayna Baszler as just this force of nature, which I am absolutely here for.
And so what did you think about the biting thing? Because I really enjoyed it because I thought it was vicious, and you know she did the clutch first and everything. So like Becky was pretty much out, and then she did the bite. But when I was talking about it, I got a lot of flack saying, "Oh, she doesn't need to be doing that because she's an MMA expert." And that's, you know what, that's fair enough. But she's also evil, right? She's horrible.
She's also just wild. So yeah, I'm fine with.
You liked it?
Yeah, I'm fine with it. It's my favourite bite since the bite of '86. I think it's brilliant. I think it's just something that showcases Shayna Baszler as just an unpredictable wild card in the women's division, and somebody like we wouldn't have predicted that. But I've been saying for ages, oh, Baszler's going to come out and batter Becky and away to the races we go. Didn't expect Baszler to jump on Becky, and I'm for it. It was great. It was a unique moment in wrestling, and I don't think it detracted or did any damage to Shayna Baszler. Just made her look like wild, for lack of a better term. Crazy.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
So you're taking Baszler for this one, are you, Tom?
It's got to be either that or Liv Morgan. No, it's Baszler. This is the world meeting Shayna Baszler. Stick her in a cage, have a batter everybody. After WrestleMania, batter Becky, and then we have a year of Baszler.
She's going to trash the chamber. She's going to do something nuts here. It's not just going to be her battering everyone. She's going to do something really memorable and like, I don't know, smash all the pods up or something.
Baszler's going to have a moment.
She's going to go bozo. Yeah, she is.
Where she basically makes this her match.
Because she's not got long before Mania.
No, so they're going to really establish her here. I am excited. I'm here for it. Before we get to WrestleMania, we've only got another 37 pay-per-views, so we might as well look ahead to the next one, which is Super ShowDown.
Super ShowDown.
People like it when I mispronounce words. Super ShowDown, taking place in Saudi Arabia.
They must love your graded videos with all the names.
Oh, they love my graded videos. We have ourselves a new tag team title match signed for Super ShowDown.
We certainly do. It is the tag team champions, the Raw tag champs, Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy. Sorry, I keep doing it. Not Buddy Murphy. Murphy.
He ain't Buddy no more, Buddy.
Seth Rollins' full name, Murphy one name, taking on the Street Profits. Good luck, guys.
Profits turned up, and since they arrived, I've been a big fan. I've not been a massive fan of the backstage stuff, but every time they've been in the ring, I've been a fan.
Oh, I think their backstage stuff is good. I wish they were in the ring a little bit more, but they're two incredibly charismatic guys.
I'm
worried they're going to give them the whole end zone cast thing and just have them shilling stuff all the time, because that's how you turn an audience off. If you've got a couple of shills, they're not cool anymore. You don't want to get behind them. So hopefully they don't do that, which they sort of already are.
We'll see what happens. But adding a tag title match to this. Well, we haven't got the tag gauntlet this time round at Super ShowDown.
We've got that mountain trophy.
Mountain trophy.
What's it called? You'll know.
The mountain trophy.
I don't care.
I believe they call it the King of the Mountain.
It's the King of the Mountain. I can't remember what it's called.
Got to hang the trophy above the stadium.
Yeah, it's a 6-man gauntlet match. Rusev's in it. Rusev's back.
Get in. Also, in Saudi Arabia, WWE have announced they're going to be holding their first open tryout in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, it's a 4-day tryout in Riyadh, which is an awful long time, because like the UK ones, when they've been over, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments again, but I think they're only like 2 days.
Couple of hours.
Does Saudi Arabia have that big a wrestling scene? Am I missing out? I'm not subscribed to enough on-demand services already.
I wonder whether or not it's just because they're there for 4 days. They might just have it open all the time.
Just an open door. Come on!
I don't know whether it'd be
this
like...
This is Matt Bloom. This is Mr. Regal.
It's a bit like the X Factor auditions, isn't it? Where they just sort of stand there. This says more about their plans going forward for Saudi Arabia. There is obviously further talks about a television deal over there, and they are keen to find more stars from that part of the world to represent on their television. You know, I mean, they've got Mansoor.
I wasn't going to say it, but you just...
How many more stars do you need?
Yeah,
He's
the biggest star.
I love
He was a
the
takeover.
bones.
He was a takeover, right?
Yeah, just going, hey, Sam Roberts, you're rubbish. Way! Mansoor. He was carried out on people's shoulders.
I like it. I was genuinely quite touched when he won at Saudi. Was it Super ShowDown? Must have been. I thought, oh, that's really not. I like the bloke. He's really talented.
He's the new streak.
Yeah,
undefeated in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. Print the t-shirts.
So whoever wins this tryout has a match with Mansoor, challenging for the streak. What a night that'll be. Too sweet. Not my words. The words of Scott Hall. When you put sugar in his tea. And the words of AJ Styles and his friends, the OG, the OC.
The OG. The OK, they're all right.
They are OC is OK. OG, OK. AJ
Too sweet.
Far too many sweets. AJ Styles returned to Monday Night Raw last night, didn't he?
He certainly did. Welcome back, as he calls himself now, the new Mr. WrestleMania. Oh, cheeky.
Name dropping some big WrestleMania names in his speech as well. A bit like The Undertaker.
Well, that's the rumour. If you missed that news video, the rumour is AJ versus Taker.
So he's back. Obviously, we haven't seen him in the ring since the Rumble, where his arm went all weird. For lack of a better term.
Yeah, of course it is, yeah.
Yeah, so he's back, and I think they're obviously setting up for something for WrestleMania with him. He didn't wrestle last night. Carl Anderson got amongst it with Ricochet, but no AJ in ring last night. But there's obviously hopes that he's going to be ready to go in time for WrestleMania. By this whole I am Mr. WrestleMania, no.
Do you think they're teasing Michaels a little bit? Like, obviously, Michaels is Mr. WrestleMania. That's been like the dream match forever. Remember when AJ posted on Twitter that Royal Rumble graphic of him and Michaels, and he was just trolling?
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably going to be Taker, but I mean, Michaels has come back, obviously, in the past few years.
I do think that the problem is that Shawn Michaels' return now feels like it's a bit of a sad return. So maybe there's a bit like how Goldberg says, like, I want to do another match because the last one I had was rubbish, which is what led to the Ziggler thing. I don't know what his excuse is this time, but oh yes,
who'd have thought?
The old Spondulix. The thing with Shawn Michaels, like, I kind of feel sad that his last shot in a wrestling ring is him in the corner with Triple H having won a very slow match. One looking at the other and saying, we're too old for this. I don't want that to be my last memory of Shawn Michaels in the ring.
At the same time, we're 10 years away from Shawn Michaels retiring. Like, it's 10 years has passed, or however long it actually is. And if you want a match with AJ Styles, if you're going to get Michaels AJ, you want it 10, realistically 20 years ago, don't you? It's not going to be the same. It's not got this isn't 2K, is it? It's not going to be what we can do on the video game.
Thank goodness it's not 2K, because the match would just be Shawn Michaels falling through the ring.
So I don't know if I want to see it. I think realistically it is going to set up to the original Mr. WrestleMania.
Yes.
The spooky Mr. WrestleMania.
The Punisher. Not the Punisher, who am I thinking of?
The Undertaker?
Not the Undertaker.
Yeah, you are thinking of the Undertaker. The original Mr. WrestleMania.
The guy the Executioner. That's who I was thinking of for the joke.
What, Terry Gordy?
The first WrestleMania match was...
Oh, featuring
the Executioner.
There you go, bit of trivia. It took a while, but a bit of trivia.
Also, I meant the bite of 87 earlier, not 86.
Any more you want to correct? Shotzi Blackheart.
I'd like to think...
Not Shotzi Blackheart or whatever he's called. Shotzi Blackheart.
What I'd like to think, Jesse Mandu, what I'd like to do at the end of these news videos, I think from now on, is do like corrections and clarifications.
We absolutely should.
All the blunders I make in a video, just to save you going to all that trouble of mashing your keyboard, I'll just say it all at the end and fix it.
That's good. Good
So,
for retention as well. Keep on watching to get to Tom's bollocks that he's messed up this week.
Stick
We
around.
all do it.
We love to see it.
I'm here, chap.
We love to see it. Happy Tuesday, you lovely. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below. You can support us on Patreon by going to patreon.com/Cultaholic. Lastly, don't forget to hit subscribe and join us.